What's going on, Robinson's Academy family? This is Willie over here at Robinson's Financial Academy, and today we're gonna be talking about the basics you would need to run a box truck. My number one topic. I think we got about like. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. I think we got like six or eight. You need 6 or 8 to dos. I say that you would need to run a box truck. Let's start off with number one, the scan tool. Your scan tool is most important to me because you have a box truck or you have a semi truck or you have any kind of industrial truck, and you to save money, it'd be much easier for you to just like for you to plug it up, man. Plug it up and to use it like that because you don't want to really just spend too much money and time into just like calling the shop. I mean, that'd be like $300 and some dollars, man. $400 some dollars. That stuff get high after a while. You know what I mean? And what if it tells the next day you have to spend another 400, 300? Like, it's not cheap as a car to get diagnostic. You know what I mean? So you just have that scan tool on you. I feel like that's your number one thing that you can use to get it together. Sorry about reaching out to y'all on Thanksgiving too, man. You know what I mean? I've been backed up with equipment problems, but we're gonna get back into it. My number two thing with box trucking, I must say your truck height. Your truck height play a factor of everything. You can have a truck that's too small or too high. You gotta have something that's like right at average. You gotta have something that's right at average. I say my average point is 12.7 and up, cause it play a big factor in anything. You got them bridges, low clearance bridges. Some factoring companies won't even accept you if your it's too high or too low, because some stuff don't need to be stacked. Some stuff don't even, not factoring companies, excuse me. Some shippers. Yeah, some shippers. Sorry about that, guys. Some shippers won't even accept you because some of their stuff don't require like pallet to be stacked. Some of it not even palletized, so it'll stop you from getting certain loads and stuff like that. So you got to make sure you get one that's usable for everything, like just all purpose. Basically, what I'm trying to say, all purpose, because you don't want to it'll limitate you on the loads you can get, stuff like that. You know what I mean? You should want to be able to haul any and every heavy machinery. That, I mean, you can machinery, pallets, whatever. You should be able to do it. I say about 13.1, you'll be able to get it. And I think when you do the 13.1, it'd be like 96 wide, 95 tall at the lift gate, not lift gate, at the draw gate. Yeah. My number three thing is actually your lift gate. Some people like them, some people don't. I say you get the one that folds up under, because if you get the one that folds up under, it'll save space for one, and it helps out when you come down to backing up at these docks. But I say get a lift gate because some of these places don't even have dock high resins. Some of this stuff you have to actually unload by hand. It'd be driver assist, and when you go somewhere and it's driver assist and there's no dock and they loaded it on with a dock, yeah, you'd be pretty messed up. You know what I mean? So I say you most definitely will need one of those. Got to have one of those. Let's see. My number four would be a lock. You must lock these people's stuff up, man. You got to. You won't want nobody touching your stuff. Nobody won't want nobody touching anything that belongs to them. This is gonna be your money. This is gonna be in your hands and your name, up under your insurance. You don't want anything to be stolen. You know what I mean? So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you keep these people things locked up. I had an incident like that happen. I didn't actually catch nothing. Luckily, nothing wasn't taken. Excuse me. I was standing right over at a Love's, and woke up the next morning. Do my pre-trip, check around my truck, and my seal and my lock was cut off. It was gone. Nothing was taken. I don't know if they couldn't take it. It was big. I can't remember actually what I was hauling that day, but I was hauling something. I couldn't actually remember what I was hauling that day, but I was hauling something, and yeah, it was still there. It was good. It was still there, and it just helped you keep the freight secure, man. You know what I mean? Because when you leave those folks' place, man, the freight be exactly in your hands. It's not their responsibility anymore at all. It's not their responsibility. So what you want to do, you want to make sure you take care of people's freight. Yeah, you want to make sure you take care of people's freight. All right. My number 5 thing I would say you will need to have in this box truck business. And this is my biggest. This is what control your business. This thing I'm finna notation to you guys is what control your business, what run your business. Box truck business, excuse me. What control your business, your box truck business, and run your box truck business is your ELD. Every driver is required to drive 11 hours a day. Point blank period. Nothing else. 11 hours a day. So you are required to drive 11 hours a day. And you gotta take a 30-minute break. Yeah, you have your breaking periods that you have to take in between time. Make sure you get you a decent ELD. I know some people, they can get the people to edit their logs and run it. And you can, I know some places, it's ways to finagle around it, but I'll say don't get caught. Worst case scenario, you keep getting caught, they're gonna shut you down. Most definitely, they're gonna shut you down. And nobody don't really want to get shut down. They want their business to stay, afloat. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you abide by those rules, though, man. You know what I mean? Take your breaks like you're supposed to, and do your timing like you're supposed to, because when you don't do that, it'll cut into things, and it'll shut you down. Might be late for a load. They might have to make you pay a delay. You know what I mean? It's different factors and common factors that come with it. All right, my number 6 thing I want to talk about to you guys is measuring the width and height of your box truck. I said something about it earlier. I think on the number three, but it's a big thing. It's a big factor. You know what I mean? Make sure you measure the width and the height of the back of your truck, because you know what I mean? Like I say, falling back to that, you know what I mean? It plays a big factor, man. You gotta have certain pallets. I know I went to one place and the pallets I couldn't even fit because they weren't. I didn't know that there's such thing as standard pallets and different measurements in pallets. I didn't know anything about that. You know what I mean? I didn't know anything about it, and I got rejected. They and I went far too. I think it was like 200-mile deadhead. I mean, that was the longest I ever deadheaded. But I was trying to get back home to my family, so I had to do what I had to do. You know what I mean? I had to do what I had to do, and most definitely got declined. I got declined, so I had to wait on to Monday. You know what I mean? Stay over weekend. You know what I mean? Just over an issue like that. You know what I mean? Not reading when it was time to book the load, and making sure everything was strapped and ready to go. My last thing I want to say, you got to make sure you do. This is my number 7 thing. I got rejected one time by this. This everything I got rejected for. This is that, it was within the first month. You know what I mean? I caught on quick after that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you gotta handle this. You gotta handle that. You know what I mean? Because nobody don't want to get rejected. And I done been rejected. I done been rejected a couple of times. And I was like, you think it's something small and petty, but it actually be something big. You know what I mean? To them, it do. The cleanliness of the back of your trucks, whether it's a trailer, whether it's a box truck, whether it's anything you hauling, the cleanliness, the neatness. You know what I mean? That's why some people tell you to sweep out your trailer when you don't want to have too much debris from your last debris, or like nails or anything, something that's gonna cut into their stuff, you know what I mean, mess up their stuff. They don't want it. They don't want none of that to happen. So you know what I mean? Your cleanliness of the back of your truck is important at all times. Important. You gotta have a good cleanliness, guys. And other than that, guys, you know what I mean? Whether your straps, make sure your straps hung up. That's part of cleanliness. Make sure your strap hung up, man, and make sure you making sure you have straps. Some people don't even have straps. I say you need about, to run this box truck business, I say you need about a good 6 straps. 6 straps, 3 load bars. Your load bars, go from side to side, or you can go up to up. Stop your packages from flying, or whatever you haul, and stop it from flying and stop it from going everywhere. You need those things. And always get you a pallet jack, especially if you're talking about running Amazon, because them folks will not let you use their pallet jack. You You know what I mean? They will not let you use a pallet jack, man. And what you want to do, man? You want to keep a pallet jack on you. You want to keep a pallet jack on you. So them are my couple like my 7 pet, the 7 P's that you gotta have. You know what I mean? The 7 P's that you gotta have to run a box truck business, man. And we gonna get on to it, man. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy y'all turkey day. I ain't gonna stop y'all from enjoying it with family. I just want to drop those jewels on you about things you would need to run a box truck. You know what I mean? Because I had a couple of people asking, they was asking, what you think all I would need, and I just drop it for everybody, man. You know what I mean? That's all it is. My Robinson's Financial Academy and trucking family, and we gonna let y'all go on about y'all day to day. Peace.